Hello guys, Wahoo here, back with another video. This time around I am doing a tomes video, and I did one, well, way back, but it wasn't kind of explaining where you are getting these tomes from. I was asked to do this video, or requested to do this video some time back, so it's first coming now because all the Delve stuff came out. But I did want to show you guys a video where you can get all the tomes that are available in the game and where you get them from as well. We are on the wiki page today because it's just a lot easier to see where we can better overview of what they cost and where to get them and stuff like that. And this is of course linked in the description, so you guys can go down and just click this through if you want to do so after the video. But I'm gonna go through all the tomes, also not non-legendary ones, the ones you are just going to you can do over and over again, because the legendary tomes, as it says right here, is once a week. So once a week these tomes are going to be available again. So it's like a 1 week. If you don't do the tome, basically by doing the tome you do dungeons, delves, whatever. Also you can do it in Bombarel and stuff like that. Basically everywhere you get experience, the tomes also get experience. Not in the Dew Caves, of course, you don't get experience that either, but they don't work in there as well. Also, it does say how to fill them right here, so if you want to read up on that afterwards, you can do so. It does not say 5-star dungeons in this one, I've realized, but 5-star dungeons also give, of course, experience. So just doing dungeons is going to fill it up. Doing Bombarel is also going to do so. So the first is, of course, all of the repeatable tomes. I'm not going to explain all which each and every single tome of these are going to get. You can see them also on the side here. But you do it at the room crafting bench, and I will include some footage right here where I am showing the room crafting, how to, what the room crafting bench is. I have a guide on the channel, so go check that out. If I remember, I will link it in the description to how you're gonna, craft up your, room crafting to get to the different tiers, because I think this one here is like at the 2nd level. I can't remember. It's such a long time since I've done room crafting, but it does say enthusiast, so that's the level you have to go to. But the video about leveling up your room crafting is going to explain each and every single level and how you level it up and stuff like that. But anyways, enough of that. And you probably saw the footage already how to do it, but all of these are the room crafting benches, all down to here, all to the flux one. And 100 flux seems to be okay, but there's many people, it varies which one is the best to repeat. When you've completed all your legendary ones, you want to use a repeatable one for the last part of the week, whatever. And it fluctuates whatever is like the most. Usually it's the robotic salvage, but it changes, so you just have to look up the market, what the individual prices, and then see, divide that by 15 or 50, whatever the is. Also, if you're just looking for glim, it's a good way to get it as well. But there's a lot of ways to get glim other than picking them out from here. So other repeatable ones is from the shadowy market. It's right here. I'll show where you are going to get from the shadowy market, or from I think I'll do it for from the hub and then towards the shadowy market, which is in the Shadow Tower lobby. So you can craft a few tomes there as well. There's also a few legendary ones. I'll show you guys those later on, but the footage showed you where to get it. The Rich Fertilizer tome, or repeatable tome, gives you actually 10, and it's from the Flowery Power Pack. So I'll also show that on screen right now. So there is different packs for the different classes, and with them there is you can get some of the legendary tomes with it. Some of them you don't have to buy the pack for them, but some of them it comes with a few tomes as well and stuff like that. And then you can decide if you want to do the whole pack, or you just want to buy the tomes individually as it is. So that was the Rich Fertilizer. Next is the Resistor bench, or Resistor workbench. There is the one for the Plasmium. And the Plasmium, or the Resistor workbench, is from, of course, out in the Neon City biome or in the Lumi biome, and that's also part of the Neon City biome. And you just have to find one of these here, workstations. You can find them on the map, and there you can craft this one here. And the last one is the Cinnabar one, and that is also crafted in the rune crafting. And I think I also included some footage of the Neon City biome. I hope I think I did, and you should see it there. I won't repeat it because there is the legendary ones also get crafted there. So when I talk about them, I won't reuse the footage. So you just have to go back and see where it is. But because the only places you can craft it is the rune crafting, it's the shadowy market, and it's the resistor workbench. So those are the 3 places you are going to go to craft some of these here. Some of them are for pack, some of them for store, and so on. And of course, there's also some masteries. So let's just jump into the masteries real quick. And you can see the masteries here. When you're 100, 707, 270, sorry, 280, 330. I think this one, oh, it says Dell now. Okay, it's because it's Dell now. And of course, the 330 for the blue and so on and so on. So, yeah, there's not really much to say other than that, because all these are masteries. So depending on what mastery you are, this is what you are going to, get these tomes. So pretty cool. The legendary ones are a little bit more juicy, a little more interesting. So you can buy it in the store. The first one is the 40 bombs, and the big bombs, that is. And that's for 2,500 credits, or in the creator pack as well. It was also in that one as well. Next 2 ones are also from the shadowy market, as we talked about before. You saw how to get to it, and it gives you 400 eyes and 220 tentacles. And again, you craft these or bought. They buy them. You say buy them, but it doesn't mean that you buy them. It means that you use your Lunar Souls and Titan Souls to buy these. So I guess technically you buy them, but it is a kind of a craft. So before you think, oh, you have to buy them, it just means that you have to use your Titan and Lunar Souls and stuff like that. Next is the Dragon Coin one. It's 25,000 cubits, or 2,500 credits. Or you can get in the Lunacy pack, and the Lunacy pack is also the one for the Lunar Lancer. So you get the Lunar Lancer with that pack as well if you're looking for that. And you're also going to get this dragon thing, but this is something you actually want to buy as soon as you can, and it's one of the few things that's really good in the shop that you can buy for, like, the free money we get every day basically. So the next is of course the chaos one that gives you 10 chaos chests a week. That's for 2,500 credits, or also in the Lunacy pack with the Lunar Lancer and whatnot. So that's a really good pack to get these 2 ones, of course. Next is the Trove Wonders tome. It's only available. It does say though that you can rarely get it in the chaos chest, but I doubted you are going to get it. But you are going to get it from Luxian sometimes before you were able to buy this tome from the when you basically kind of reverse, right? But you open some of these Trove Wonders, and then you get the I can't remember what the name is, but you get kind of the random currency that's coming out of that, and for that you can buy different wings and stuff like that. And you could also buy this tome back when I bought it, but now it's only available through Luxian basically. I don't know if they made because they thought it was too OP or what it was, but yeah, that's how you get it. Next thing is the instant growers. You don't really use these anymore, unfortunately, so this is not really worth the 2,500. I would really suggest that you don't get this one, just saying. This gives you 100 mastery, so if you are, of course, getting everything, then of course you gotta get it from that. And it's from the Flower Power pack, and that's of course the Chloromancer's pack in the shop. So the next thing is the Jade Clovers. That's for 2,500. It's not a must to get this one, but you do want, because gems don't break anymore. Before they broke when you are not using like a Jade Clover or anything of the other ones when you're upgrading it. So yeah, that was really important before, but I wouldn't say it is now. If you do want some of those better upgraders, if you know what I mean, then the 100 is really fine. Next thing is the Empowered Gem Box Edition, as it's called. This gives you one Empowered Gem Box a week, And in Power Gym Box, it's really important in the beginning. It's also 4,000 credits, so that's a pretty steep price for it. And there's not really any way else to obtain this pack. And you know, I don't say buy this at all, but one in Power Gym Box is really nice. But I don't know if it's nice enough. Depending on if you're a free-to-play player, then for sure you should really hold off getting this if you're a free-to-play player. Next thing is in the craftable of the Adventures crafting bench. So I didn't really mention this because it's pretty obvious where this one is. The Adventures crafting bench is something you use all the time. So you just have to go under gems, and there it is there. I might include some footage right here. Let me just do that. Let's include in some footage right here of me showing, you know, the Adventures crafting bench, but it's something you use all the time, and you probably already seen it in there. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna mention it. The next 4 is going to be from, can I show them all on, I can't show them all on at the same time, but basically it's the sentient shards, the different modules. This is the loop and the matrix, and of course the circuits, and this is all part of the, you know, Neon City biome we got a few years ago. And again, it's the resistor workbench, the one we talked about before, and here you can craft these here as well. Next thing is, of course, the Crystalology. So I forgot all about this bench. I'm sorry when I mentioned it before. But the Crystalology workbench is in the Geode. I'll show some footage right here where it is. And here you can craft the Daydrop and the Glimstone and Builderite, Moonlit, and the Ancient Gears, and of course the Pressed Flowers, and of course also the Matter Tome as well. So it gives you 4 meta matter. That's like the most important one, because these are of course you know, not tradable, so you have to get these all the time. And I do also have a you know, I'll link that in the description as well. I'll link the you know, how to level up your Crystalology if you haven't done so before. I have a guide to do so. It's also linked in the description, because these give a lot of mastery. You know, this is for Geode of course, but this is really nice for also for your leveling up your Geode, and Geode is kind of important now as well. So we get through all this, and now we are down at the, you know, what's it called, PvP ones. And we got the season 1 and we got the season 2. There's probably also going to be a season 3. And I'm going to include some footage right here where you're going to buy it. You're basically buying it in the hub. But there is the merchant, and you're basically just going to buy it for 5. I think it's cost 10 coins actually. Is it 5 or 10? Oh, it says 10 here. Okay, so it's also 10 for the other one. So 10 coins. So you have to do a little bit of, you know, Bomb Royale, and then you basically don't have to do Bomb Royale ever again. You can just get the 5 coins a week if you want to. It's gonna take you a lot of weeks to just get 5 a week if you want to get the dragon and everything else there. But it's a nice little supplement to if you're doing some PvP when you gotta get the mastery out of that. So next thing is, of course, also a few extra from the Crystalology bench, which of course is the Cosmic Dust and the Crystalline Cores. This is really, really important. This is really, really important because these are used for upgrading your crystal gear, the Crystalline Cores. So this is really important that you get this one as soon as possible. So the other ones are cool, like this one. I never use this one at all, because 5,000 Cosmic Dust is pretty nice, but you get so much out of the crystal gear that you do deconstruct into whatnot. So yeah, very, very important to get this one and get 50 a week. That's really, really nice. That's actually really, really, really nice. The last thing is the Forge Fragments, and you get lesser Geode and topside caches. And this one gives you 100 forge. You do also get forge from deconstructing crystal, but it's nice to get 100 extra a week now that crystal 4 gear, for example, is so expensive, both on forge but also on crystalline cores. And the lesser Geode and top side caches, that was a long word, right? But these caches drop from the big dungeons that are in the Geode top side. So when you do the 5-star dungeons, you get for the first reward, if you do it in a good time, you're going to get a gold reward, which is going to give you 8 crystalline cores. Then it's going to give you a silver reward and 2 silver rewards, and the 2 silver rewards are 3 each. If you manage to do it in time, but like let's say 1 second left, but if you manage to do it in time, you are going to get one of these lesser Geode and top side caches. They are also in the shop. I think that those are only greater ones though, but they do the same thing to give you different things. But I'm pretty sure that the Forge Fragment Tome is not in that, because it only says right here. and I've had mine for a very long time, so it does say rarely, but I think I got mine pretty quick. You might also be able to find some of these here, some of these tomes in the marketplace. So go search from there if you want to just buy them, but they might be pretty pricey. But now you know where you're gonna get these caches after you've done these 5-star dungeons, and it can be in U8, 9, and 10. Doesn't matter. You just have to be a 5-star, and you're gonna get these caches after you have completed them. These 5-star dungeons, and you just open them, and rarely you're gonna get one of these books thingies. So yes, that was all of the tomes. That was a longer explanation that I was expecting to be so, but I hope you enjoyed it anyways. Make sure that you comment below if I missed something or I skipped something or anything at all. It's very, very nice when people ask about stuff. That makes me have a second chance to explain myself if I fumbled on anything or missed something at all. I do want to mention down here there is some that said here in progress. There is some tomes that is not available yet and may never be, but was at some point found in the data. It's not indication of a new update or anything like that. But yeah. Anyways, enough rambling. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.